on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right, hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Orman. This is my first ever playthrough of Slay the Princess. I've been so excited to get back into this.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, so it's the same as Dialogue as last time, so I'm wondering if we can get, silently continue to the cabin. We're just gonna go to the cabin and see what happens.
Make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
And people told me just keep playing, by the
We're
way.
not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay.
So he's talking to us in this sense, yeah.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. Yeah. So he, again, everyone told me, reassured me, hey, just keep playing. Everything will make sense.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Right.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's such an interesting game. I've been thinking about it ever since we stopped playing it last time.
Is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement? Without the blade! That's a first, right?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Interesting.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a
We mentioned
favor.
last time that the narrator's fantastic, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. It's interesting that they didn't stop us from... We didn't have to pick up the knife this time.
Softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Wait.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to
Wait.
hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Wait, so this is different, right?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here.
So she's no longer serious. She no longer has a serious tone. I'm here to save
How
you.
many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
It finally sinks in.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me?
Oh my god,
I
the
was starting to
voice!
think I'd be stuck down here forever.
This is so different.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I'm coming. Wait.
You walk down
She's
the stairs.
so
and lock
much
eyes with the
softer.
Princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Oh my god.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah, but I don't trust you, narrator, to be honest.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to
This is
happen
blowing my mind. This is blowing my
forever.
mind. This is blowing my mind.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Maybe.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains. Let's try it. Let's try it. Why not?
You're only making this more difficult.
It's so different. It's blowing my mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Probably.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Oh, she's doing the shifty eyes.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
How different is the energy now, the way she's looking at us even? And if there isn't any key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
This is such a different energy after what
You
happened
attempt
last
to make
time.
your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh yeah, like
You hear
last
the
time.
click of a lock sliding into place.
And we can't chop off her limbs this time, by the way.
Is someone else here?
Try the door. Hey, let me out of
Your
here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
I don't have anything to slay her
You
with.
won't leave until the task is done.
You think I'm gonna snap her neck or something, dude? Like, what do you think I can do here?
You try the door, but it's locked from
Because
the
I ain't doing
outside.
that. I'm so
You
sorry,
make your way
princess.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to kill. Like, you don't understand. I'm at the state where I don't want to kill her right
Easier
now.
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
So what's great as well, there's no wrong answers.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
And can I say as well, comment section, I'm giving out the biggest, like, and forgive me for saying something like this, the biggest W ever. Because it's very rare in a choice-based game all the time to get a comment section. And it happens a lot with my comments. It's happened with Life is Strange too, like early on too. Like, it's like, to get a comment section that is so just like, yeah, your choices are your own. It's a beautiful thing, and I love my audience for that. I really do.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah. But how?
She barely
Oh my
hesitates
God!
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh my god.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
She's just doing this right here? Oh my god.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Yeah, but like, how?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine.
Because there's no other option there. We did have an option to kill her there.
Against your better judgment,
Like we did
you
that. Look at
place
the
blade
blood on her
against
lips.
the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
But the last time she stabbed us with the blade, so what are we supposed to do now?
Cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
Oh my
and
God,
it
just
takes
like
little
last time.
effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground.
What is
And the
happening
heavy
now?
chains follow suit.
But we know that she killed us last time. Remember, she slashed our throat last
She
time?
didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, she's actually like crazy pain threshold.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded
It
arm
is a soft
dripping
smile.
rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
What a pain threshold.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
The soft voice is making me feel so different as well about this. Even though, like, I know for a fact that, like, you know, it's not... Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything is trying to trick you here. Everything is trying to, like, send you down different paths. Like, I still feel like I want to find out the truth about this girl, right? Approach the locked door, but with the knife. Can we throw away the knife?
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just
Yeah,
let
you
her
can't. I
escape
can.
into the world.
I'll do it.
As the princess
Again,
approaches the bottom
like last
stair,
time.
your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
We're not slaying it. Where's it? Warn her? Again? Get out of the way.
Stop that.
But will she have too much of a nice disposition to kill us this time? But then she did bite off her
Something's
arm.
come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her
Oh
heart.
god.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
I love the shakiness of the animation as well.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here.
I'm trying to get her out alive too. Resist is the only one. I'm trying to see if there's different options.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains
Yeah,
frozen
she's
in
much
stubborn
calmer, like,
resistance,
much sweeter.
the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
This is going to be rough.
I'm sorry.
She's killing us again.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
But
you aren't dead yet.
because she's not a killer this time. The other time she knew how to kill us. She knew exactly how to kill us.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Right? And now she doesn't.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic
Oh my
gesture.
god.
The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Because she looks so sweet here. I know she has her arm broken and blood on her face. She still looks so sweet here, and like that's the point. Because she's sweet, she's not a killer.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, because she doesn't know how to properly kill
She doesn't know how to
someone.
use a knife, does she?
Yeah. This is so mind
Apparently
blowing.
not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you
Yeah,
bleed out.
this is a panic thing as well. Like, oh my god, they've changed her personalities completely.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined
This
chest
is insane.
as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Pink. This game is constantly blowing my mind, and now here again we have the princess, now the sweetest sweetheart you've ever seen in your sweetheart life.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich.
What
coming
the
from
hell?
you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
We just experienced a slow and agonizing death because we tried to save her this time, but it's the personality.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You know what's so... And then the damsel, you know what's so interesting about this? You know what's so... Like, not just like the fact that they changed her personality, right?
You're on a path in the woods.
We're gonna go through this again. It's also just the pure fact, right, that this is supposed to mess with your head a bit, right? It has to mess with your head. What they're doing now is they have a character that we've known. We went in here thinking, okay, we're gonna meet that same princess, and they did the switcheroo, right? So not only for people that are just trying to kill her outright, now you have to reconcile with the fact that you're about to kill a sweetheart. You know, someone who's like clearly, again, you know, people are like, oh, she bit off her own arm. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you're locked down in a basement for long enough, you'll probably become a little feral. Okay, me making excuses. But you know what I mean? You meet this sweetheart and like it becomes maybe harder to the people who are just like, I'm just gonna stab her, you know? And then for people like me who are like, I want to know the truth, I want to get her out of here, right? You go from like being like, oh, I want to know the truth, to being like, oh, I want to help her, right? But you know there's something wrong at the back of your mind as well. It's so interesting.
You're here to slay her.
So interesting.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Like the different scenarios play on everything in your mind. It makes you think 100 things per second. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right
It's
now.
so interesting to
The life of a
me.
mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, okay.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time,
The
did he?
smitten?
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Wait, this is called Damsel and there's someone who's smitten. He sounds like Prince Charming. We have to deal with another character.
Our beloved?
Yeah, this is the smitten apparently.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
Yeah?
And the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
I didn't expect this. I thought they were going to bring back the skeptic maybe. And maybe the skeptic would have a different energy about him again. But this is the smitten, which, you know, implies someone who is like smitten with the princess, someone who like fancies the princess, who would like do anything for the princess. If you're smitten with someone, you are like head over heels for that person. So in this sense, I think they're trying to have a character that like is like no matter what isn't even gonna be a skeptic. He is the opposite. He's gonna be like, no, we have to save her. That's it.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I mean, for some people, who wouldn't?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Honestly, this might be my guy. No, like I love what they're doing with this. Explore. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Should we proceed to the cabin and just see what happens? Yeah, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay, narrator.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power.
No, she
We
won't.
already told you we're not playing
Yep.
along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in
Yep.
the world we can.
He
believe
sees
in.
nothing but her beauty. He is head over heels, do anything for this girl. Adding this to the game is such an interesting choice. I freaking think this game is incredible.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
He sounds like a Prince Charming.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
So we're getting, again, I don't find him annoying because like it's kind of like an interesting change up to have someone who's like so in love with the princess here. Like I'm actually just interested to hear what they have to say. I'd like them all to talk for as long as possible, especially with the skeptic and the smitten now.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Also, the knife being thrown
The
down.
interior
We're back
of the
here in this
cabin
dungeon.
is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Like I think that the knife getting thrown down into the basement for us feels like very serendipitous. It's like very like, you know, it's almost like they're trying to remove all doubt. That's why he didn't mind us like forgetting the knife because he knew we were going to probably argue about it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror again.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
He said this
What
last
are
time.
you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I know it's silly, but I kind of like, I love hearing all these new characters. Enter the basement again without the knife. See, they're letting us go without the knife. There's no argument whatsoever.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
It's the drawings and the artwork in this game is incredible. By the way, it's not. By the way, it's motion control. So whenever I move my controller, it moves the scene around. So I'm trying to keep it as much on my lap as possible, unless I want to do stuff like this and look up a bit. But like I love the way they do like, you know, lighting in this, like just with lighter grays, just lighter tones of gray. This whole world is gray, and there's no wrong choices.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
There you go. Trying to convince us to kill her. Yeah, he said this last time.
Carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
We've come to save
Her
you.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
So you were here but didn't say anything.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Now, as always, there's 4 characters here right now. There's me, that are talking in this, like in our group. It's me, the narrator, the hero, and the smitten, right?
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh my god.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Look at her now. She looks like a princess out of the stories, but this time there's no chains around her neck. Remember there was chains around her neck last time? Was that because she killed us, like, successfully, maybe? That could be a possibility.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
She can, oh, that's a good bit of information, right? Well, I guess we could kind of like have guessed that, but it's a good bit of information.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you
The
wouldn't
music's
come back.
gorgeous, by the way, but yeah, she's talking about us coming back again.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Yeah.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't
You bet.
it?
Flattery will get you everywhere, princess. Telling you that right now.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible
Oh, you know, though.
evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I love this, man.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Yeah.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
Oh no.
This is horrible.
So according to the narrator, we have destroyed multiple universes so far. According to the narrator. And we're hopping from dimension to dimension. We know why she did that. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh my god, no.
We won't be laying a finger on her.
Yes.
perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are?
I got dainty hands as well,
We'll be
though.
able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Not even joking. Have you guys seen my hands? They're like princess hands.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I don't think it's weird because, like, I've gotten so used to now, like, already, the fact that I know this girl is just ready at a moment's notice to bite her arm off. You know what I mean?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
I would say it in a different way, but you are correct. She did not care last time. Why would she care this time?
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
How about no? You killed me last night. So what happened after I died? I'm sorry about what happened last time. Narrator sent me here to kill you. It was extremely unfair. Yeah, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay, look at this sweetheart. How could she do anything wrong? What happened last time? The narrator sent me here to kill. Okay, but before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh my god, it's such a different energy talking to her, and like obviously like more than intentionally so. We are talking to a completely different character this time around.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
I just think he's funny. I don't find him annoying. I just think he's super, super funny.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have feelings about one way or the other about the world ending. Yeah. Honestly, people sucks. People are plague. I hope you brought slow and painful. Let's just say this.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
No, can I say what I'm saying here now? Like, obviously I care about the world, right? Obviously I care about my world and I care about the worlds and like the fact we destroyed so many worlds so far. But I think that like I have to put myself in the mindset of like, we've destroyed multiple worlds so far and we're going to destroy other worlds again, it feels like. It feels like we're going to continue to destroy the world. And right now, I don't know what the world is. Like, where are we? We're jumping between dimension to dimension. So right now, like, I feel like I would never consider myself a nihilist, right? But in this moment, all I'm thinking about is how can we get her out of here to find the truth, right? It's not that I don't care about the people in the world, because obviously you don't want people to die. But right now, it just feels like we're in an isolated world and we don't know the truth yet.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
She's confused now.
Me too. I don't care.
She just like, she like adapted to us.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world.
Okay, stop.
It would take a great
Stop.
desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her.
This is
All is
crazy.
well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
This is insane what we're doing right now. Rescue the princess?
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
What are you doing this time, huh?
You would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you
This is
try
nuts.
anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second
No.
thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop
That's
her?
the thing. I believe him when he says he would do that. Wait,
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
it did.
I'll be damned. We're doomed.
It worked.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
So why did that work this
I
time?
told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time.
This
Thank you.
this game is
Thank
so
you so
good
much.
at art because right now I'm looking at her and all I see is like a sweet princess. But I know, because for a second I was like, oh my god, we saved her. And I was like, I know there's something to this, right? And you look at her, you're kind of like, what is happening? What's the catch? What's the trick this time? You know what I mean? Like, but for a split second, my mind was like, oh, we did it. You know, look at her. And it's like, oh, what's happening?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
You get what I'm saying?
Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Well, why can't... Wait, did it drop down again?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our
This
side?
is crazy.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
No.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love
Yeah.
in his heart.
Cynic narrator.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted.
You see, that's
before.
heartbreaking again. This is why the game's writing is so good too. My mind is always messed up. I go into a different dimension. Apparently literally now in this game and in the world figuratively. Where like when she says this now, I'm just like, oh, that's heartbreaking. And then I'm also thinking though, yeah, but what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave, and I think
Like she looks so sweet. Her hair is beautiful. And like,
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
you know, we'll get out of here. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. You can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. But I guess we can say there must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh my god, the eyes are getting more like bright-eyed, like with the little white dots in it that make it seem like it's like, oh, like, I'm just very sweet and very happy.
She can't
What's the
just
sound?
want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's
Of
all
course
I
it makes
want
sense
for
to you,
her,
buddy.
So of course she'd want the same for us.
Okay, buddy. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
She's getting like more. Look at this, her face is changing.
Is she broken? What's going on?
Her face is changing.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Okay, but she's changing again. Her dress changed as well.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
The background. Remember, that's where we were last time.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us.
Dude.
You don't have to act like it's a
No,
big deal.
this is a lot more serious, dude. This is so serious. Something is happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here, nobody gets hurt, and we just figure out a way to be happy? Or maybe we... No, I don't want to do that. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Oh my god, and it changed her.
Phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like
Okay,
this.
dude.
Absolutely.
She was changing completely there.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping
Look
through
at this
your
image.
fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy
The smitten
ending.
was perfect for this, for especially with the princess being so
I like
soft.
to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess
Look
walk
at this,
up
the door's
stairs
opened?
hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling
I'm
at
so
you.
sick of it.
She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
This game is so wild. How like I'm feeling like, oh my god, yes, I'm so excited to see what's happening next. I'm also like so happy that we actually got her out of here, and at the same time, I'm feeling dread.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face.
Oh,
and
it
the
did, it
lock
locked.
clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able
Dude, just
to
let us
leave.
out. Let us see what happens.
Oh no, did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
You're right, princess. It's not fair.
She's right. It isn't
Yeah.
fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
I love the bickering as well.
Of course you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know.
I don't feel exactly the same way as he does. I just want to save this girl and understand the truth about her. But you know what? Smitten, he's living his life.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional
I'm
voice.
doing my own thing, buddy. I'm doing my own thing. Smitten over here is just this is Smitten. Smitten does this.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's
It's
do
so
it.
this is a different person from where we had at the start.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the
He's
door
not happy.
together.
He is not happy with us at all.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding?
It works. So okay, so what we're getting from this is that the narrator doesn't get to tell the full story. Like there's things that can overwrite it in some way.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
I just think she looks so sweet right now. You know what I mean? That's intentional. It's so intentional, right?
You and the princess make your way upstairs and...
The knife.
The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
No.
You're
Yes.
taking every opportunity
Maybe.
you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
I have made my intentions known to every baby gangster who watches this, and you've known from the start, guys. I am aiming to save her so we can find out the truth of this entire situation. That's my job.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
I want to know what happens when we do leave. I've wanted to know this, and not with just her head, with her. Wait, so all we need to is to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop these interruptions. Yeah, we're leaving. We're seeing what happens. We're seeing what happens again.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And
Oh
then
my
you
god,
step
look at this illustration.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do
Oh,
now?
it's coming.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed.
The narrator's gone like
I was
last time.
too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to
Oh
be so
no,
cold?
again.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave
Our
her
feathers?
a coat worthy of a princess.
It's back. It's back again. It's taken her completely. So even if she's like not, you don't get a chance to make the jacket know you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
I thought
Where
if
did
she
she
was
go?
like full, like
Should we try and find her?
I thought if she was like not hurt, they wouldn't take her. I thought because she was hurt, they took her.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Oh no.
Why now?
Okay, so we can't just bring her outside. It's gonna be just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Oh, we need to make it. Oh, I have to do something about this.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
Preen.
Right?
It's the end from you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just
No,
know
bro, I
it.
think she's gone. I thought if she was healthy, she'd be able to, like, get out of here. I thought she'd be able to get out of here. You know what I mean? Gaze into your reflection again. As you reach forward, they're gone. They're once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Again, it's our face. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet again. Proceed to the cabin? You were at the cabin, so there she is again. Approach her. What she look like this time? This time she's not.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What? So this happened again, but this time she's not all broken up. Are you the same being you were before? How much has changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, how do you know what you want to do? You know at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if invisible wall closed around me. Why can I not do the same things as I've done before? You have to be kinder to me than anyone else. I've met you. Thank you. You have been kind to me than everyone else. Why? How much has changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different,
Jesus.
but I am the same.
Everything you says feels like a riddle. Can you give me one single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Fair enough.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
You know, when this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me,
She's opening her mouth
I
when she
excavate
talks.
the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Such a great voice performance as well. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When I go back, it's okay. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
No, I get what she's saying. It's like that, like doing the same thing in the same world won't help out at all. What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse my fear will be. What do you feel about me? I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
So she's saying that the princess is using us as a gate to escape, so that she can become this vessel, and this is the price for freedom. She'd rather be here than be locked up. Is that what she's saying?
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
So they would rather be here than be locked in that prison.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
So interesting to me. She's saying that, like, hey, like, without, I wouldn't even know what it was like not having you or having you. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring
True.
them.
Very true.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Oh my god. So are we gonna start, should we continue this then, I wonder, and bring her more vessels? She said to us, destroy your body, attack the entity. I'm ready to go back. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
You've been kinder to me than I've met. You've been kinder to me than I've met. Why? Let's ask why.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
So she's like, finds us, like, probably even finds joy in the time in talking to us, maybe. Because we are, like, literally the only other thing that she knows. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
She was so sweet.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preference? How would you like to change and grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
So she's like, I want to grow through this. I want to learn from this. My perspective gets bigger every time I get a new vessel. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Oh my god, and we just die. And we're back here at the chapter 1 again. Will we ever get to chapter 3?
You're on a path you're here to
It's the end again. Silent continues to the cabin. I want to see what's different.
You make your way up We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him.
Oh my god. So, before we go any further, if you can just talk about like that vessel, because it seems that we are bringing her vessels, which are the princesses. And it seems that every single time we bring her a new vessel, we are strengthening her perspective and giving her more knowledge, almost like creating a new entity almost. Now, I was like, I was kind of trying to prevent that, because I thought if she was like able-bodied, she wouldn't be able to. I thought the reason she was able to take her last time, I was speculating that was like maybe because she has like, her head chopped off and her body was gone. So far we brought her 2 vessels. I don't know how many you'd have to bring her, but it seems what she's saying is that the princesses, from her perspective, would rather be outside and become a vessel than to be inside that, locked in that prison, is what she was saying. I have no idea what we're...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and wall...
I was wondering what I pressed there.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So do we just keep going and enter the basement without the knife? Yeah, just keep going again. But what voice do we get this time?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a stair. Her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
So she's soft again.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming.
So I wonder if her voice changes depending on if we bring in the knife or not.
Good. You're still listening to
Okay, let's see here now.
It would be better if you had a weapon. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I can try.
Okay.
So we're doing a different thing that we did last time for sure. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is
I'm so nervous.
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I suppose, yeah. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. If I am the first person you've seen for a while, how have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Curious.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
I think it's a good question,
That's
right?
hardly relevant.
I don't know, maybe I'm
okay,
an idiot
but
then.
Actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
So Princess is your name.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Oh, sorry, I hit the mic, guys. What else we say? I'm keeping you locked away here for at least a little bit. We need to keep her locked. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade. I can't believe they're keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more
Now, I wonder if we
difficult.
make the same choice again.
Thank you.
What will change?
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a
It's going to be the
tug.
same as last time.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Could we try?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out.
Yeah, but like, I'd like to try something else as well.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
That's the way I was thinking about it for a bit, actually.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs. Yeah.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
So I'm guessing I probably made the same
Easier
choice.
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
So we might not get it. We might get a similar
I heard the door slam. They locked you down
like
here too,
reaction.
didn't
She might
they?
try to bite into herself again.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here.
Yeah, but don't
together.
bite out your arm yet. There she is
She
again.
barely
Yeah.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free.
Yeah.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Slay the princess. Oh, we're saving again. Yeah, we're
Fine.
going on this path. But
Against your better
this is all
to
stuff that happened
the
before.
blade is sharp, and her limbs
Crazy that she's
feel
able to do
something
this.
else. She did. She smiles softly.
Yeah.
How is she still?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, it's all stuff we've done before.
We won't have any of that. The
Yeah.
stakes are too high. As the wait, watch me.
So we might just try to see if we can do something different
Stop
here.
that.
Something.
Your body lunges forward. Stop it.
I don't think we can. So you've already chosen resist before as well. We can't resist? Wait! It won't let us pick resist. It won't let us pick resist. No way. We have to choose one of the slay the... No way.
Thank you.
But I couldn't pick it.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal.
I didn't want to
You'll
do this.
regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to
Oh
tear
my,
through
yeah, she has
her
those
arm.
nails. Look at this.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Jesus.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your
Oh my,
flesh.
these
and
illustrations are
seam with
fantastic,
ease.
by the way, but...
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness.
Look at her eyes, the lighting of her
dress
eyes.
stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
I am so impressed by this, how they're able to just stop me here as well.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark. And
And we die again, but we died in a different way this time. First time we tried to sell the witch. Oh my.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What are they doing?
You're here to slay her.
That scene...
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm genuinely stunned at what they're able to do with this, because I thought it was going in the same way, but they forced me down a different path. They forced me to try and slay her. And now we have a new chapter called The Witch. I wonder what this is going to entail. Oh, I already slew the prince. Yeah, ask this question.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you.
No, man,
People
again.
don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
We're going to end this video here, guys, and we're going to see what happens in the next one. I'm going to be playing 2 episodes probably of this. We're going to be playing until we, I don't know if we can play till we finish. We're going to play it for the rest of the Halloween week, I'd say. I'm so interested in this game. It's blowing my mind. I think we can save here, right? Yeah. Mind blown. The different choices, even like just the beauty of the art in this game. What we're dealing with now is like a whole different route that we didn't even know. This is the first time we've tried to slay her, and she's then fought back in that way. Every time she's killed us has almost felt like it was almost like a mercy thing happening. Hey, we're gonna get you out of, kill you to get you out of here in a way. But I think there's obviously ulterior motives from every single side. I'm so excited to see what the witch entails. That sounds so freaking cool, especially since it was the damsel last time. So let's see exactly what happens there. Oh, my cat came in here. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? 2 more minutes. Okay, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, girl. I told her 2 more minutes. Guys, thank you so much to the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsta tier on Patreon. Actually, before I go, if I could say that, like, one of the most, like, beautifully interesting things about this game is like the fact that I can feel so many emotions in one flick of a wrist. Like, I'm just constantly, every time I press a new button in this game, every time I do anything, I'm constantly just feeling like what is going to happen next. I'm feeling dread, happiness, like I'm feeling awe. Like, there's all these feelings running through my mind, and they're so really good at doing this. It's actually fantastic. Thank you so much to Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangsta here on Patreon. Typhar2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Malcolm Conde, Death Trap, A Lynx Markey, The Assassin, Alpaca Juice, Eopsy, Xander Whatever, and True Peanut Butter. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.